This week, Local 3 is recognizing retiring teachers across the UP, and tonight we'll introduce you to a special education teacher leaving one Dickinson County school. Local 3's Rebecca Bartlemy has more.
It takes patience, and it really takes a vision, because they look at where the child starts and where they want them to be, and having that vision and looking at those areas and just celebrating every little growth.
Darren Petcher, the principal at Woodland Elementary in Kingsford, is talking about what kind of teacher it takes to teach special education. He says his school has been fortunate to have Karen Usitalo in that department since 1997.
Something that really changed me is when I went through a training for students with autism called START, and we talked about, these kids, you need to kind of join them in their world and kind of make that connection with them, and then work along. And a lot of those kids people saw as not really having the abilities that they had because they presented them so differently. So I just think that really helped me evolve and helped me to see the good in all kids.
Karen says throughout her years of teaching, she's worked in a few different school districts and worked with students of all ages.
If there were no weeds, we'd all have a garden. There are some kids that are harder to educate than others, but you know what? Those kids have capacity and a connection with us just as well, and we need to find a way to make those connections and a way to make them successful.
Darren started at Woodland the same year as Karen and says she will be greatly missed.
There are kids that, and we laugh about them, we're like, they're never going to do that, and because of Karen and because of what she's done, you talk about our upper L teachers are like, thank you, Karen, thank you, Karen. How did you do that? And the patience and love she gives.
Now that Karen is retiring, this Minnesota native says she will be spending a lot of time at her family cabin there and traveling and visiting family. She says it's also been a privilege to end her teaching career working for Breitung Township Schools.
The kid element is the thing that's kept me in education for all these years, but it sure helps to have an awesome staff behind you, and I do appreciate that.
Reporting in Kingsford, Rebecca Bartlemy, Local 3 News.